In this heartbreaking story, Justin, a.k.a. Straight Drop, and Cornelius's violent past is just the beginning, not to talk of the lengthy criminal history of Hernandez Govan. The shooting at the bowling alley, the attempted SA, and the robbery, that's just a glimpse of their dark deeds. They've done worse, and now we've uncovered a hidden link to Young Dolph's murder. The secret and dark motives that were in the shadows have now been revealed. But what exactly led these individuals down this path of darkness? Brace yourselves as we piece together the puzzles and reveal the shocking revelation of why Young Dolph's killer really killed him. Keep watching till the end of this video to see Young Dolph's killer reveals why he really shot and killed Young Dolph. You don't want to miss this. Young Dolph's death. It's hard to believe, but this November will mark 2 years since the untimely death and heartbreaking death of Young Dolph. And you know what's even more disheartening? His loved ones are still waiting for justice to be served, while the alleged killers from Chicago are going through the whole court process. It's really a roller coaster of emotions, if you ask me. Young Dolph, whose real name was Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., was tragically killed while purchasing cookies at Makita's Butter Cookies in Memphis on November 17, 2021. At around 1 p.m., 2 gunmen approached the store and opened fire, resulting in Young Dolph being struck and losing his life. The rapper had previously encountered several life-threatening situations in the past. An individual who witnessed the incident mentioned that Young Dolph, known for his 2016 debut album, King of Memphis, was shot as he entered Makita's homemade butter cookies. This particular cookie store held a special place in his heart, and he would always make a point to visit whenever he was in Memphis. Some individuals were aware that he would be in the city for the Thanksgiving holidays and deliberately targeted him. Memphis Police Chief Saralyn C.J. Davis confirmed that the rapper was shot multiple times in Memphis, Tennessee on November 17, 2021. Chief Davis expressed her condolences to the Thornton family and all those affected by this senseless act of gun violence, emphasizing that it is representative of the larger issue of such incidents happening both locally and nationwide. Alleged Young Dolph's killer pleads guilty. Just recently, there was a major shocker when Hernandez Govan, one of the suspects, was granted a whopping $90,000 bond. Can you imagine the outrage that sparked? This guy is accused of ordering a hit on the head of an innocent man, and now he's out there walking around with a hefty bail amount? For real, this is enough to make your blood boil. The twists and turns of this case have kept everyone on their seats as Jamarcus Johnson, another individual involved in the case, finally made a move and pleaded guilty to 3 counts of accessory after the fact. This is funny because the authorities have accused at least 4 different persons of being involved in the killing of Young Dolph. But this is the first to actually plead guilty. Jamarcus turns out to be the half-brother of Justin, who is also one of the co-defendants. I mean, talk about a tangled web. So here's the deal. Jamarcus is said to have played a role as one of the gunmen alongside Cornelius Smith during the unfortunate incident. This was all laid out during the most recent hearing by the prosecutor, Paul Hargerman. Paul made it crystal clear that Jamarcus wasn't involved in planning the whole thing or even doing the shooting. This particular fact was backed up by Jamarcus's lawyer, Josh Corman, when he said it was very important for Jamarcus and his family, for everyone, to understand that he had nothing to do whatsoever with the murder. He had no knowledge of the murder before it happened. He certainly wasn't conspiring with anyone to plan a murder. Didn't know the murder had happened, obviously, until weeks later, and learned about it through social media. The only thing he took part in was accepting a car and a cell phone from his dead sibling. This was all part of their sneaky plan to help Justin escape from Memphis. Unfortunately, the authorities were on their trail, even though they tried to pull a fast one, and caught up with Justin all the way in Indiana. Arrest of Justin Johnson for the murder of Young Dolph. On January 6, 2022, the Memphis police identified Justin Johnson, also known as Memphis rapper Straight Drop, as one of the individuals responsible for the death of Young Dolph. Following this identification, a warrant was issued for Johnson's arrest. Now, you'd think Justin would have turned himself in like a responsible adult, right? No, he didn't. Instead, he decided to play a little game of hide-and-seek with the authorities. However, prompting the U.S. Marshals, Memphis Police, and Tennessee Bureau of Investigation to offer a reward of $15,000 to anyone who could provide information on his whereabouts. They were dead set on bringing this guy to justice. A joint statement was released stating, "The U.S. Marshals Service, Memphis Police Department, Crime Stoppers, and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation have collectively offered a reward of up to $15,000 for any information leading to the apprehension of Justin, a Memphis resident wanted for the murder of Adolph Robert Thornton Jr. Justin Johnson, 23, is accused of fatally shooting Thornton Jr., aged 36, in Memphis on November 17, 2021. This keeps getting crazier, and this is caused after the arrest warrant was issued for Justin, a.k.a. Straight Dropp, who decided to play mind games with the authorities and took to his official Instagram page and posted about him offering himself up for arrest. He said, "Turning myself in Monday at 2:01. I'm innocent. I'll be back sooner than you can blink." On Tuesday, January 12, 2022, Justin's joyride came to an abrupt halt. The U.S. Marshals swooped in and made the arrest outside of Terre Haute. Arrest of the other alleged killers of Young Dolph. Now let's not forget about Justin Johnson's companion in crime, Shondell Barnett. This guy was a passenger in the car and got caught up in the whole mess. Talking about being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Poor fella. Barnett was charged with being an accessory after the fact of first-degree murder. He's currently awaiting extradition to Tennessee. I hope he's got a good lawyer because things are about to get really sticky for him. Why Young Dolph's killer really killed him? The burning question on everyone's minds is why? I mean, would anyone want to kill Young Dolph, a rising star in the music industry? It's a question that has been plaguing fans and investigators alike. I mean, this guy had talents, charisma, and a promising future ahead of him. So what exactly led to this tragic event? Even with the most recent development, and that's with Jamarcus Johnson pleading guilty to his charges, what we have now is the fact that Hernandez Govan is the alleged mastermind behind the plot to murder the Memphis rapper, and allegedly dispatching Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith to kill the rapper in broad daylight. But the actual intention is still unknown. Do you all think the truth about his death will come out? Join the conversation and let us know in the comments section below. That's the end of today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more content. Thanks.